Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Wednesday, the 26th of May 2021. Thanks for joining me. It's a pleasure to be with you today. In terms of the astrology, we have a really significant big event happening today. We have a total lunar eclipse. That's also a full moon in Sagittarius taking place on Wednesday. And I've made a separate video on this where I go into quite a lot of detail. So if you want to look at the astrological perspective on the day, then check out that video. But for this reading, I want to see what the tarot has to say about Wednesday, because the tarot always has its own unique take on things. And I want to know what that is. So let's have a look at this day. I'm going to choose my 3 cards as always. So let's have a look. First card is the second card of the major arcana, the High Priestess in reverse. Then we've got the 6 of Wands in reverse. And the 5 of Wands in reverse. Okay, so whenever I have 3 reverse cards, I look at them both ways round. And because there are 3 reversals, first of all, just the 3 cards in this position means that there's a major change of energy. And that's a good thing because we've had quite challenging energy lately that's been very dramatic in terms of the emotions and in terms of the way you see things and your perception. It's been quite harsh and quite difficult, and dare I say it, even a little bit negative. So this turnaround in energy is a good thing. Let's see what the cards have to say this way around first and foremost. So the 5 of Wands is about trivial conflict. We've got these 5 boys knocking their sticks together, playing outside, testing their strength, that kind of stuff. It's nothing serious. It's just 5 boys playing, growing up, seeing who's best, who's physically strongest. It's about comparing yourself to other people. And it's also about having fun and just seeing what your boundaries are and where you excel and where you don't. Next, we've got the 6 of Wands. And it's interesting because they obviously are next to each other. After the 5 comes 6. And the 6 of Wands is about succeeding and setting goals and riding out into the world on some sort of quest that no one else can kind of help you with except you, and coming back victorious and triumphant and successful. And you have to kind of test your strength in a trivial way before you can really undertake some meaningful project. And finally, we've got the High Priestess. And she is someone who has all the answers and who is able to overcome fear. So she's got her foot on the moon there, which represents your intuition. And in the tarot, it can represent anxiety and the ego kind of holding you back. She's got this scroll there with all the answers, and she sits between this doorway of good and evil. So she's beyond any circumstances. She's a spiritual being with all the answers to any questions you may have. So she's like the Oracle of Delphi. She's I hope I said that properly, but she has a straight connection to the infinite abundance of the universe. And whenever she is asked something, she's able to pull that veil aside and receive messages. So that in itself is going to encourage you to take action, to be triumphant and victorious, and to go on your personal quest and to say, fear does not control me. I'm beyond all of that. The real life circumstances of my life are temporary, and I have a certain destiny for my life, and I feel very certain about that. It's interesting because the High Priestess isn't so much this abstract figure sitting in a temple somewhere where you can go and pay your respects and get answers. It's kind of like she's an active person for once, and that's very, very unusual because the High Priestess is all about being passive and really just sitting back and saying, let the answers all come to me. But today what I'm getting is that she resides right in the center of you, and she's kind of this person who is completely certain about her path in life because she has all the answers. And if she says, I'm going to do this, this is my life purpose, this is my destiny, then there's really absolutely no arguing with that. So in this kind of placement, the High Priestess is saying that your vision for your life is unshakable. No one can make you uncertain about anything. You're completely in your own power and you know exactly what you're doing. That allows you to overcome any fear, to ride out and to go on your personal quest, on your mission. and the 5 of Wands before the 6, because the 6 of Wands at the center here, I feel that both cards are influencing this card at the center. And the 5 of Wands is kind of preparation for this journey. So when the cards are this way around, you've practiced, you've trained, you've experienced life. You're now ready to achieve your life mission and your purpose and to actually focus on it, to set goals and to go after them. And you're so certain of yourself that really it's the perfect time because nothing can hold you back. So now the cards are in reverse. And this way around, the High Priestess again isn't passive, she's active. She's moving ahead with things. Emotions and fear no longer have any power over her. She's completely centered in this sense of abundance. And it's like my eye is being drawn to this pearl now at the top of her crown chakra. This is like the crown chakra is the thing that connects you to spirituality. And here we've got this super valuable pearl, this treasure, and it's really showing that that is the essence of her gift, that she's connected to something otherworldly, ethereal, and that's what gives her her power to understand everything. And in reverse, I feel that's almost like in the position of the root chakra and these pomegranates here with the red center. It's almost like you believe in your life and you believe in your ability to influence your practical circumstances to the extent where nothing scares you. And you still are beyond good and evil. And it's really interesting because I've been reading the cards for a long time and the High Priestess hasn't spoken to me like the card is speaking to me today, ever, because it's saying that you're kind of a Herculean figure in the sense of how strong you feel, and that obstacles that usually scare you or put you off or discourage you are nothing, because it's that amazing certainty that translates into a physical sense, and you're really able to do the hard lifting work of changing your practical circumstances. So if you want to do something big, today is the day to do it, because you're really, really clear on who you are and what you want. And if you want to do something huge like move or change your job or change your relationship status, or you're thinking of starting your own family, or anything that counts as a major life event, either do that today if you've been thinking about it for a while, because the certainty is going to crystallize and is going to push you into action. The High Priestess in reverse is all about doing things, but also it's about setting those goals for the future and saying, this is what I want today. There's no question in my mind that I want to do A, B, and C. So write them down, make a list of what it is you really, really want to do with your life, and plan to do that either today or over the next couple of weeks and months. And that's really interesting because in the video on the total lunar eclipse, I mentioned that the influence of an eclipse does last around 6 months. And the cards are giving us a very unusual message here via the High Priestess, saying that this certainty is available to you today and allows you to put things in place that are going to inform and serve you for quite a while. Next, the 6 of Wands in reverse means that the triumph and the success may not happen today, but it will happen in future. And this isn't trivial. This isn't just kind of, testing the boundaries or finding out who you are. You know who you are, and it's time to get serious with your life goals, with your life mission, and to actually commit to it and do it. So there's no faffing around today. You're not procrastinating. You're clear, you're strong, you're certain, and you're going to do it. So this is like the Nike slogan today. And you really just live that and feel it naturally. So number-wise, we've got 5 and 6 is 11, and 2 is 13, 1 and 3 is 4, and 4 is security and structure. So by being honest with yourself here and embracing that certainty, you're really able to build the kind of solid life that you want. Wow. So yeah, you're like a spiritual bodybuilder, okay? Because that clarity is really, you can't go wrong when you're that clear and certain about who you are and what you want to be doing. No one can argue with you, and whether it's right or wrong really doesn't matter. One, because you're totally committed to doing it, and no one's going to be able to argue you out of this thing. And second of all, these cards are saying it's not trivial and it's meant to happen for future success. So it would really benefit you to listen to your own certainty, to embrace it, and to do something about it, because you can't go wrong with it today. So have a great day. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on book your reading. There's a button that says book your reading to order your personal reading with me. In my personal readings, I use the tarot, I use astrology, numerology, and my intuition. I combine all three, the way I combine the numbers and the cards in this reading. And to draw up your natal chart, I need your place of birth, date of birth, and time of birth. Once I have that info, I can draw up a snapshot of the sky at the moment you were born, your birth chart, and that really tells me a great deal about you. So if you have any questions, if you want to know what your strengths and weaknesses are, what you ought to focus on for the greatest success and easiest path in life, if you want to see what's destined and where you can manifest certain things, if you want to look at the future, if you have some decisions that you want to make and you're at a crossroads and you're kind of thinking, should I do A, B, and C? We can look at that together and see what's most aligned with your purpose. Also, what's coming up in future, what areas on the planet are going to serve you most easily. If you have any questions at all, basically, just get in touch with me via the website, gregoryscott.com, and audio reading with me there. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and share the video online. Have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.